So the long-awaited Batman number 21 is finally here. What does it have in common with Watchmen? Find out, guys, and enjoy. Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're probably talking about one of the most highly anticipated books of the year, and that is Batman issue number 21. That's right, guys. Really highly anticipated book, written by Tom King. The artwork is done by Jason Fabok, and the artwork is absolutely gorgeous in this book. It has so much detail, the colors are beautiful, and it's an absolutely awesome book. And I can tell you that this book is filled with a lot of mystery and suspense, and by the time you get done with it, you're like, man, I can't wait to read Flash. So I just want to let you guys also know that there will be spoilers in this review, because how can you not explain this book without giving it away? So if you haven't read your issue yet, please read your issue, come back, put your discussions in the comments below, and let's talk about Batman 21. So here we go, guys. Let's talk about it now. So first things first is, in the beginning of the issue, we wound up seeing Saturn Girl, and she's watching this hockey match. It's like the finals and whatnot, and she's like, yeah, they're all gonna die, and she starts freaking out, and you're just like, oh, okay, what's going on here, you know? So it's pretty intense, and her facial expressions in here are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's second to none here. It's just like, you're like, oh my god, she's terrified, what's going on? So at the same time, you wind up seeing Batman, who's playing with the Watchmen button in his hand, and he's watching this hockey match at the same time, and you're getting to see a guy getting pretty much killed here. So it's like, oh, you know, what's the significance with Saturn Girl and the actual hockey match and everything else, if it means anything at all? I don't know. It's still yet to be determined. But the next thing we see is that when Batman is done playing with the Watchmen button and he winds up flicking it on the counter, we wind up seeing that it has this strange connection to Psycho Pirate's mask. And the next thing we wind up seeing is that Batman has this vision, or sees his father, Thomas Wayne. And it's a real quick vision. And what happens is somehow Batman goes and he alerts Flash right away. He's like, something's going on, there's a connection here. He's like, Flash, I need you to come. And so Flash is like, dude, I'm a little busy, I gotta come, you know, I got some samurai guys here that I'm fighting. And so it's just like, oh, that's funny. And he's like, oh, I'll be here in like 1 minute. So what was really cool about this book is it has this actual countdown, and you get to see, when you're reading the panel by panel by panel, it counts down from a minute to 59 to 58, and you're just like, okay, something's going to be intense. Now, what was also really cool, and Chris Ventura from obviously Comic Frontline pointed this out to me as well, is that the paneling in this book is the same as the Watchmen novel. If you look at it, most of the pages in here have 9 panels each, and it's the same with the Watchmen novel as well. They all have 9 panels. So it's very similar that way when it comes to the paneling in the issue, which was cool. And the artwork too by Jason Fabok, again, is absolutely beautiful. It's dark and it's gritty, and it kind of has that Watchmen feel to it. So I really enjoyed that as well. But the next thing that happens in this particular issue is that we wind up seeing about 3 seconds into the minute, and this is probably Batman's longest minute of his life, is that Reverse Flash just comes out of nowhere and just sits there and freaking clocks him in the face. I mean, he jacks him hard. He's just like, ah, and he falls on the ground. And the next thing we see is this huge battle that erupts. And Batman's like, get out of my cave, and he's all pissed off. And we see that Reverse Flash comes to the note that his father sent him and whatnot, and it really pisses him off. And it's just this epic battle. The coloring is absolutely beautiful. I even love the lettering in this book too, because it's just the sound effects when Reverse Flash is pounding Batman. It's just relentless. It's just zapow, and it's bow, bow, and they just keep going back and forth, and it's just absolutely awesome. And as the time counts down, we wind up seeing Batman sit there and go, you know, I don't have to win this fight. I just have to last long enough for a minute. And then so what happens is we wind up seeing Reverse Flash. He comes out, he winds up kicking Batman's ass in the end, and he winds up picking up the Watchman button, and he sits there and he goes, so, you know, what is this thing? And so what happens is you witness it transporting him to someplace we don't know, and the next thing we wind up seeing is that he comes back a few seconds later, and he's like this, he's dead. I mean, he's like half disintegrated. His flesh is off his bones. He's just like, I saw God. And the next thing we see is he falls to the ground. And fucking Flash finds out. He comes like a second too late. He's like, hey, you know, he's like, sorry I'm late. He's like, I tried to save the guys at the hockey game, but that last blow killed the guy. And we wound up seeing that he sees Batman on the floor all bloodied, and then we wind up seeing Reverse Flash, who is just like dead on the floor. So it's kind of like, okay, who killed Reverse Flash, and you know, what's going on with this button? So the book is to be continued in Flash issue number 21 next week. So when you're done reading this book, you're like, wow, that was action heavy. You're just like, holy cow. So what do I think about this book? I thought it was awesome. It just raises more questions. Like, this button has so much significance, and what did it do? I mean, it just destroyed Reverse Flash, and the connection too with Psycho Pirate's mask to bring back Thomas Wayne was quite interesting as well. So I liked it. I mean, I just liked the introduction of it, just because it was just action heavy. It was very suspenseful. The artwork was dark. It was gritty. It had you at the edge of your seat. It was like an opening scene to a movie, and it does its job. It leaves you with a great cliffhanger, and you can't wait to read the next issue. So in the end, guys, I gotta give this one a 5 stars. This was really well done. I had a blast with it, and again, it just raises so many more questions, like what's going on with the button? Why did it kill Reverse Flash? Can they go to, does this connect to the Speed Force somehow? What does Flash think about all this? It's just really awesome read. So guys, in the comments below, tell me your theories of this book. What do you think is going to happen? Where are the connections here? Do you see any more Watchmen related things that happened in this book that connect to the novel? And guys, again, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Until the next comic book review, check out everyone else's reviews. Check out the live show each and every Tuesday night, 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And guys, thank you for your support. And this is Mike Spider signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.